Welcome back to Yahoo Finance on the Move. When your kids are sick and tired of watching reruns of Jurassic Park 1,000 times during the lockdown, they can actually do the real thing, perhaps, with a new program which is on the Discovery Channel about looking for dinosaurs. And joining us right now is Clayton Phipps from Dino Hunters. He's a fossil hunter. He is joining us from Montana, and there's a real excitement about this because there are a great deal of fossils in your part of the world to find, correct?
That's right, Adam. Yeah, and I'm going to try to find as many as I can and save them while I have time on this rock.
Let me ask you real quick before we get into the series and what people are seeing through the program. The dueling dinos, that was your find, and you recently won a big case in court. Why is that important?
That case is important because it really clarifies who owns fossils in the U.S. Montana has a law. We got legislation passed with the help of academic paleontologists in Montana and landowner groups coming together. Everybody worked together to get legislation passed, making a new law in Montana in the midst of this lawsuit to protect museum fossils that are already collected that may have been found on estates that were severed where the mineral rights holder was different than a surface right holder. And everyone had relied on the 1918 Earl Douglas decision saying that they belonged to the surface owner for over 100 years. But there was no law in the books. And sadly, we're the lucky ones that got to pay for that law. I'm not mad at our justice system. Still the best one in the world.
Clayton, we talk about dinosaurs, and I guess, are there still fossils that are being dug up regularly in places in the U.S.? I always get the feeling like maybe we've already tapped out, but are there still plenty to be discovered?
There absolutely is. Federal lands are off limits to me. There's a huge amount of federal land in the United States, and I can't go get a permit to dig up a dinosaur on federal land and donate it to our local museum, which I'm a member of the board on. If I want to, on my dime and my time, if I use my money, I'm not allowed to do that. I've been doing this 20 years. I'm fully capable of getting a dinosaur out of the ground correctly and safely and getting it to a lab. That's what I do best. That's what I excel at. I do it every summer. I've done it for 20 years, and I know how to do it, and I know how to do it correctly so scientists can study what we find. We do the site field work that they do. I have a friend that was trained in academic paleontology that's a partner of mine, and we do it right. And our main clients are museums. But yes, there is a lot of land in the United States that have fossils on it, and there are a lot of them eroding out, and nobody's finding them.
So to prove that I truly am a dinosaur, when I was a kid, it was the excitement about Mel Fisher, who was finding treasure from sunken ships. But now the series that you're a part of, Dino Hunters, that treasure you're looking for can be worth millions of dollars. Have you had a payday that has just made everybody go $ bonkers?
I'm not a millionaire yet, Adam. I've been doing this 20 years. It's not like that. People hear dinosaurs, they hear millions of dollars. There's probably been less than 6 dinosaurs that I could count that have sold for over $1 million. And you never know at a site when you start finding one, or if you find a site, how much of that dinosaur will be in the hill. Usually they're scattered out. Carnivores and scavengers have scattered the skeleton out. Usually you get just a few fragments. Sometimes you get a couple complete bones. Sometimes it's just half a bone, and that's it. A lot can happen between when an animal dies and by the time the skeleton gets buried. Weather, wind, erosion, everything happens before and after. When it starts washing out of the hill, if it's washed out, been washing out of the hill for 100 years, there's probably just some little fragments left of it, or even 20 years. I've seen bones go from really nice to just absolute junk in a couple of years if you don't collect them.
Hey, Clayton, Rick Newman here. Why don't you tell everybody what kind of dinosaurs are in Montana anyway? I mean, you've got some of the exciting ones, right? And what constitutes a big find, given what you just explained about how scattered many of the skeletons are?
The Hill Creek Formation has a big diversity of dinosaurs, and I'm sure there's some in there that we haven't discovered yet. And it's always, my goal to find a new species and just get it described scientifically. We have pachycephalosaurs, we have ankylosaurs, we have tyrannosaurs, we have ceratopsians. I could probably go on for quite a while. We have stygimolochs. Let me think here. There's raptors of all kinds. There's oviraptors. We seem to find a fair amount of oviraptors in our area. My son's found a really cool claw here a couple of years ago to an oviraptor. One of Luke's good finds. He's on the show with me. I guess, there's a lot of diversity in Hill Creek.
Well, the show is called Dino Hunters. It's on the Discovery Channel. You can watch it on the channel or on the app. We appreciate your being here again to reconfirm my status as a dinosaur. It was also In Search Of that I used to watch on what was broadcast linear TV years ago with Leonard Nimoy. But we wish you all the best. Clayton Fitz.
Thank you, sir. I wish you the best, too. Hope everybody continues to enjoy the show.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.